sleazy Mexican rapist who's been deported 20 times shows up to court with 6 surprise for his victims. Americans have been struggling with the issue of immigration for some time now. With most of us being descendants of immigrants to some degree or another, with the obvious exception of the American Indians who beat us all here, we understand the importance of accepting outsiders. We also understand how impartiality it is to our future of our children that we retain order in our immigration policies. Not only would opening up the floodgates cause socioeconomic problems for the country, but allowing non-criminals to reside here is an unwise decision on every possible level, but that's just what's happening. Obama's free passes and handouts to anyone clever enough to jump, swim, walk here has allowed those who make it here to have almost unfettered access to unlimited resources to support them while they do whatever they want. In the case of Mexican national Jose Martinez, even his repeated one-way bus passes back to Mexico wasn't enough to deter him from making the trip over and over, 20 times in fact. The ICE frequent flyer must have had a good reason for coming, you're probably thinking. Maybe he was determined to make a good living for his family, or he just loved freedom so much that he couldn't be kept away. The last one was kind of true since that freedom allowed him to kidnap, rape and sodomize innocent Americans. According to the Daily Mail, even though he was caught, tried, and sentenced for his crimes, he doesn't show the slightest remorse for his crimes. In fact, he showed up for his sentencing with a sadistic smile, threatening the families of his victims about when he would be seeing them again. A Mexican man who was deported from the U.S. 20 times has been convicted of 10 counts including sexual assault in Oregon. On Friday, Sergio Jose Martinez, 31, was sentenced to 35 years in prison in a Portland courtroom after pleading guilty to kidnapping, sexual assault, sodomy and several other counts, Cohen reported. Martinez smiled throughout the trial, and as he left, he gave one grim parting shot to his 2 victims' relatives, "See all you guys in hell." If this doesn't make your skin crawl, I don't know what will. It's also proof positive that even though America's history has been built by our acceptance of immigrants, they're not all coming here for the purpose of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Some come to cause pain and suffering, no matter the consequences. It stands to reason that if a person is willing to repeatedly break the law to enter this country, they might just be willing to break it when they get here too. In this case, the bloody consequences of an inadequate border wall will be being felt by Martinez's victims for the rest of their lives.